Alright, no camera today because Grasmilben attacked me. I don't know what the English word for Grasmilben is. I think it's like go touch some uh, grass. Grasmilben, grass insect crabbling in the grass, something like that. And yes, I look like I ate ass. Alright. Anyways, I did, but what do we see here? We see this survey gap. Oh shit. Getting filled. This high getting swept. We see this survey gap has already been filled. We don't see this high getting swept. So what do we have? We have an SMT. We have an SMT. So besides that, we came up, swept that, and we have this far of a way gap where we want to retrace into. So what did I do? I waited for New York session to liquidate. London High, well, I waited for, yes, we liquidated London High, but most importantly, for ES to liquidate London High, we did that. We swept London low on ES, but we did swept it on New York. So what did I want? I want to see London High getting swept as we did. We came up a little bit higher, filled the survey gap, swept London High on ES, disrespected this survey gap right here, boom, disrespected, entered right here, short position 1 to 1.7, stops above this high. I wanted a 1.1, so I set my take profit here. It was a bit different because I dragged this one a little bit up, but it was a 1 to 1. But I thought, why would I go here? I am bearish until this fair value gap gets hit, this 4-hour fair value gap. So I dragged it down to this fair value gap, and by doing that I noticed these equal lows right above this fair value gap. So this was a very good take profit for me. Very good take profit. Very good. Yes, very good execution. You could what's this word? You could argue about my higher time frame bias, but I didn't see no reason at all not to go short. We obviously have problems going up. We kept sweeping those highs and filled this value gap. Then we broke structure on the 4-hour. Probably going to break structure on the daily too. Yes, so this was my execution. Formed an SMT on a higher time frame, filled this value gap and had a fair value gap for my take profit. Based came up. I wanted to see Asia and London High getting swept on ES and Nasdaq. Yes, and I wanted to see a breaker structure to the downflow. For me, the signal order flow has changed now to bearish on the 5-minute, which I had with this invalidated 5-minute fair value gap. Invalidated, I took the straight stops above this high, a bit more than a 1 to 1, to these lows, 4 fair value gap here, equal lows on the 5-minute here, very good execution because we swept it on ES, didn't sweep it on Nasdaq. So yes, and as we can see, and 2.6 would be possible. 4.2 would be possible. 5.2 would be possible. Would have been possible. Let me just see. So as I could have targeted these lows, I still would have hit take profit, but that's not my rule. My rule are 1.5 risk to reward max. So max this, because otherwise the more I get into, the higher my risk to reward gets, the more greedy I get, the more I am focused on the money and not the execution. So I will always keep it for at the 1.5 or below.